Hi there, and welcome to this product review on the stem cell activating patch called the X39 from a technology company called LifeWave that was developed by the inventor and founder David Schmidt in early 2020. Now, I'm so excited to share with you this unique product that is well known for its age reversing qualities. I mean, let's face it, we all want that magic pill that will reverse the aging processes like weight gain, wrinkles, and that darn forgetfulness that we all experience as we get older. So, who am I and why am I doing this product review? Well, I'm Suzanne Roth-Paul, a certified primal health coach, and for the past 15 years, I've been educating and supporting others to live their best life by adopting a healthier lifestyle. But I'm going to tell you now, nothing has come close to what I've witnessed these patches can do, and in a very short time for so many chronic symptoms. And I'm here to talk about it because I want you to know about it. Now, to prove this product works, I have everyone I coach start on the patches because I know that if they begin to feel better, they begin to trust me and they are more likely to hear my coaching more quickly and adapt to the changes they want for themselves. Because believe me when I say I suffered in silence decades ago, and I don't want that for you. And man, oh man, do I wish I had known about LifeWave in my 40s when I was suffering with the worst perimenopausal symptoms. P.S. I'm now 60, so that was a long time ago. Now, thankfully, I certainly feel better than I ever did in my 40s, so you couldn't pay me to go back to that time in my life because it was really rough. So I can relate if you are there now. Now, I do vet every product that I recommend, and LifeWave's patches have been no exception. And it's why I've waited until now to share this product review, because not only do I have many incredible testimonials to share, I also know that this product is the real deal. I'm also the author of the virtual ebook called Poisons in Your Pantry that's teaching others how to spot toxic ingredients in their foods and products. Now, I have a new website just released called Secrets to Radiant Health, and I'm launching a new Facebook community where I'll be talking all things wellness and mainly shouting at the, the rooftops that poisons in your bodies are the root cause of disorders, not old age. That's the cause of your pain. It's old toxins. Now, my hope is by the end of this review, you'll be inspired to try this patch yourself and that you stay with me until the very end because I want to tell you a story about my 99-year-old father's experiences with these patches. I'm really humbled to be able to share this with you because I sometimes find it hard to believe myself. And I'll also be weaving in some client stories as well as my own, like a very bad skin rash that I had that was all over my face in my late 50s, so not too long ago. And yeah, it was very embarrassing, along with the lifelong issues that I have with anxiety and depression. And the skin issue really brought that on. Okay, so let me share with you my PowerPoint presentation. Whoops. Sorry. So, okay, have you been patched yet? Well, this stem cell patch elevates, activates, and regenerates your own stem cells. Now, you can experience by using this patch a level of health and vitality that you've never experienced since your youth. Now, imagine having no pain, sleeping through the night, and having more energy while you're reversing your age. It's pretty incredible what this patch can do for you. And if you wear it, these are some of the things that you will experience. Now, you'll see a little picture here of the patch on the back of this woman's neck. Now, that's a key meridian point that helps for circulation and immune support. And we patch in different areas on our body, but that's one I wanted to just mention. So, what I'd like to ask next is, did you know that stem cells activity declines with age? Now, the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And that's what happens with a lot of elderly nowadays and even yourself might be experiencing this, that when you get an injury, it takes longer to recover because hundreds of millions of people are experiencing aging every day. And we all know that some of these symptoms are taking longer to recover from. Now, here's a quote from David Schmidt that as we age, the stem cells in our body become less and less effective. Now, by age 60, the stem cells in our body show very little activity, becoming slower and releasing less of the growth factors that are needed to repair our bodies. Now, by the time we are in our mid 70s, we are showing almost no stem cell activity at this time at all. And this is why older people have difficult time healing from injuries, like I just mentioned. And as I talked about in my intro, we know that the reason now so many of us age more rapidly is because our bodies are full of toxins and our cells just can't handle what is being bombarded with. Now, I do want to mention here a little LifeWave disclaimer because we do only mention symptoms. We don't talk about diseases or disorders. LifeWave products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. We always want to consult with a physician or other qualified healthcare provider before embarking on a new treatment, product use, or fitness program. So now let's talk about how this X39 patch works. Now, couple of things here. The patch is made of organic nanocrystals that are embedded in a little patch that you put on your body. And what's so amazing about this little patch is really what it does for you. Now, the LifeWave X39 patch elevates a peptide called the GHKCU for the activation of your stem cells. Now, it's just activating them. It's not it's the patch is not doing the work. It's just like a messenger having your body get busy and start healing. But this patch, why it's so important is this stem cell that it's activating is considered the holy grail of age reversing. And that's what this copper peptide is, that it's actually a protein in our bodies that we naturally make. But as we get older and our cells are bombarded with more toxins, you make less and less, and they go dormant. Now, it's also been clinically proven to enhance the overall health and vitality of your body. I also want to mention too that as a phototherapy, it's a type of phototherapy that, like when you go out into the sun and you know how the sun hits your body and you make the hormone vitamin D. Well, it's a similar type of therapy that's happening when you're placing this patch on your skin. Now, at the bottom here, you'll see this slide. The National Institute of Health is a government website that has chock full of information on the power of this copper peptide. And here's just a few of the things that they mention is so important to have in your body and why this patch is so powerful. It activates this. And for those that are older, all of our dormant stem cells. So this GHKCU stimulates blood vessel and nerve outgrowth and increases collagen and elastin, which is one reason we can see a lot of skin improvement. And for visible anti-aging benefits, this is incredible. This copper peptide has the ability to improve tissue repair. It has been demonstrated for skin, lung, connective tissue, bony tissue, liver, and stomach lining. And this GHK has also been found to possess powerful cell productive actions, such as multiple anti-cancer activities, anti-inflammatory actions, as well as anti-anxiety, anti-pain, and anti-aggression activities. Now, I just want to touch on my terrible skin rash that I had, that I knew that my body was loaded with toxins and everything I was doing. I mean, I had a lot of toxic issues, but I wasn't able to get them out. And that was the reason this skin rash I had would not go away. I had it for 5 years, but when I was introduced to LifeWave, I was able to get rid of this terrible rash within 3 months of wearing the patches every single day. And one of the other reasons that I concluded was because we were activating my stem cells. It was healing my gut lining. Now, we know that our gut is powerful for a healthy body. So if you have a healthy gut, you have a healthy brain. If you have a healthy brain, then you're able to function properly. Well, you can see here in this testimonial about what the copper peptide does. That was helping both my gut lining and helping my skin to improve. And I just want to mention before we jump to the next slide that these patches are also non-transdermal, which means that nothing enters the skin and penetrates into your bloodstream. So if you're taking a medication, these are perfectly safe. The other beautiful thing is you don't have to place them on your skin. They can be placed on your clothing. And what I love is when anybody's had an injury, broken leg, an arm, they've had a wound that they've had to cover in gauze or Band-Aids or whatever, you can put the patch right on top of that to receive the amazing benefits that this X39 patch can do. Okay, so um, let's jump into who is behind this amazing product. Now, the founder here is David Schmidt, I mentioned earlier. Now, he's our founder, our CEO, and an amazing inventor. And he loves to be called that because he's been inventing since he was a very young boy. Now, he has over 130 US patents. He's a scientist, of course, and he loves to be called, as I said, an inventor. He is the two-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. So it's a pretty big deal, the accomplishments that he's made as a inventor and, basically the founder of this company. Now, how did Lifeway first begin? Well, the original idea came from his work developing survival equipment. He was trying to create ways to help the Navy SEAL members of a mini sub stay awake for 30 hours without the need for drugs. So he started looking into natural ways to increase the energy in the body. Now, that investigation turned into 3 years of research, which culminated with the very first Lifeway prototype, the amazing, wonderful energy enhancer patches that so many of us use today. So what happened next was in 2004, Richard Quick, by the man by the name of Richard Quick, came into David's life. Now, he is a six-time United States Olympic swim coach, and he's won 7 national NCAA titles and developed 35 NCAA championships. So this man was pretty powerful in the athletic world. Well, David was able to talk to him about this energy enhancer patch for his team. And just 3 weeks after providing the patches to this Stanford University team, 6 of its 8 members broke their personal lifetime record. Now, that's really huge, that first of all, breaking their personal record, but for them to be able to use a product that was, safe, it didn't have any drugs in it, obviously, because they can't use drugs or any sort of medications or anything to enhance their performance. So this is really a big deal for David. Now, shortly afterwards, Stanford team members were spotted wearing LifeWave patches during the Olympic swimming trials, propelling LifeWave into the national media spotlight. And as a result, over 1,000 people came forward to become LifeWave brand partners. Now, I just want to take a second to, let that sink in, that in 2004, this is when David's first product launched, and fast forward to 2020 when he had launched X39. So this is a well-established company, and I'm very proud to be part of the vision that David has had to be in the wellness world that he is, helping other people heal naturally and harmlessly. Now, in 2000, November 2004, it was the first business day as a direct sales company. And I'm very proud to be a member of this team and to be a brand partner. And, you can see that there's a lot of opportunities here with a product that is relatively new on the market, this X39, with a lot of potential down the road for more future developments, because David's always inventing. And, I just want to step aside and here for a minute and mention something else. David just introduced yesterday on Valentine's Day that he has a new age-reversing eye cream, and it will have this powerful copper peptide in it. So if you were interested in skincare products, we have an Aloe Vera line that's really superb, and it's just the power of what this man can do when puts his mind to it of creating truly age-reversing products. Okay, so next I want to talk about the science behind this technology. Now, on this slide, we have a couple of things going on, but the most important is that, as a health coach for me, is that there's patents that really do back up this product and what it says it's going to do, it does. Now, we talked about the activation of the copper peptide, and this patent explains that this is exactly what the X39 patch does. And what's so powerful about this is it is backed by, multiple patents. He has over 80 research and clinical studies on this product, and many independent researchers and universities, as well as medical and scientific experts, support what this product does and the benefits of it. And David also had to do, some further testing here, and this is a scalp topography map on the bottom left that proves that the patch works. It was done on a brain scan of a 77-year-old woman. And as you can see on the bottom left here, before X39, she was pretty inflamed and had a lot of congestion and, probably cognitive issues as well. And that's indicative of all the red and yellow that you see on this image. Well, by 3 weeks into using the patch, you can see a lot of that inflammation has been reduced and considerable improvement probably in her cognition as well. And by 6 weeks, all of the red is gone, so all that inflammation has been reduced, and she's probably has a better ability to think clearer. X39 is known to give people more energy, more clarity, and more focus, and this just really proved it in this test. Now, David was advised to do a much younger subject than this older woman, but he said, no way. I want to use an older woman to prove that this product works on older folks like this lady. And I'm testimonial too. I'm 60 this year, as I mentioned, and a lot of the symptoms I've had, particularly with a depression and anxiety, virtually have been mitigated when I wear these patches, especially the X39. So the next slide, I'd like to talk a little bit about, well, I have already been talking a little bit about the benefits of the technology, and I can pretty much talk about every item on this slide here that shows benefits because I have so many clients and personal testimonies. But the most important thing is there are so many benefits that you experience and that you can actually see firsthand. First of all, rapid pain relief. Oh my goodness, can I share information about that? That if you have an injury, you can literally put the patch on or around it and see the inflammation reduced considerably, the redness, the irritation of whatever happened. There's just so much you can benefit from just pain relief and inflammation reducing to begin with. I know the personal story I had that really proved it to me was I dropped my laptop and it was about to crash on the floor of my hardwood floor in my house. I put my foot out, it fell on the top of my foot. The pain was so excruciating and I was by myself, so I was screaming and crying at the same time. And it immediately, the top of your foot's very thin. There's not a lot of fat there. And so the pain, that's how severe it was, the pain. I tried to get ice on it. I couldn't think of anything else to do but to put ice on it. But within about 20 to 25 minutes, nothing was helping and the pain was still severe. I had an X39 patch on my neck, took it off, put it on the spot because it didn't break any skin. And I'm not kidding, within 3 to 5 minutes, not only did the pain go away, but the inflammation and the redness virtually disappeared. So it's pretty powerful. It also supports, the wound healing. And of course, I didn't have anything broken, but it did stop all of that redness and inflammation and terrible bruising. You'll experience a level of energy and vitality, like I mentioned before. A lot of people feel energized when they wear this patch. Mental clarity, like you saw with the 77-year-old woman who basically had advancement in her brain scan of clarity, focus, and a lot of the inflammation reduced. Enhanced sports performance, like we talked about with Richard Quick and the Stanford University team. Swim team, faster recovery from exercise, which is a great thing for myself and my family who likes to exercise. And of course, the last is improved skin and appearance, especially as we age. And you know that it helped clear up a 5-year rash that I had that was on my face. All right, and then let me just mention quickly here that the image you see at the top is 2 key placement patch locations, one on the neck and one below the belly button, that we place the X39 for daily use. And I call this patch the multivitamin of patches because we all wear them every single day to make sure our stem cells stay activated and healing and keeping us youthful. All right, on to the next slide. Now, what to expect when wearing this X39? Now, we just talked about the benefits of using the X39 on the outside of your body. Well, now let's talk about the inside of your body because true healing starts on the inside. Now, for the first few days, you will experience 4,000 genes beginning to reset. And what's so powerful about that is your genes are what determine how your body it basically is how your body reacts to things and how they're very supportive. And if you're not well, that's one of the reasons why, or your genes aren't performing well. That's why a lot of us get sick. Now, within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Now, again, you saw that this particular scan that we did on the elderly, that David did on the elderly woman, she was starting to have all of that reduced inflammation, which can lead to PTSD, anxiety, and depression. And for myself, again, wearing this patch keeps me calm and the anxiety down. When I'm not feeling my best, I'll just go get a patch and put it on. And usually within minutes to even an hour, you feel much better. Now, within 3 months, your collagen is increased. It decreases wrinkles. These, as we get old, that's number one symptom people don't like of aging. Hair growth increases. My hair has never been longer or healthier since wearing these patches. It increases structural integrity of both your skeletal and muscular systems. And within 6 months, this is really big and will relate to my story I'm going to share with you about my own father. Within 6 months, your heart literally reverses in age. Because in a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months of using the X39 patch. Wow. Now, David likes to call these patches age reversing, not anti aging, which is what we hear a lot about in a lot of the marketing hype that of other products. Excuse me. So yeah, now let's go ahead and talk about and share with you the story about my father. Now, my dad is 99 years old, as I'd mentioned to you before, and I'm very happy to say he is still going very strong. Now, thanks to using these patches, he has a couple of serious health conditions like chronic heart failure and is near blind, and he only has about 30% vision in his eyes. Well, when dad was 95, 4 years ago, he was told by the eye specialist that if he lives much longer, his blind eye would have to be removed, which is a horribly painful surgery, especially for someone his age, but he would definitely be blind in his good eye as well. Well, plus, his chronic heart condition would certainly kill him if he didn't have a dangerous heart surgery that none of us wanted him to have. So, my sisters and I, and they warned us that my sisters and I would need to start preparing for that. So, of course, I got involved as a health coach. Now, in early 2021, just about 3 years ago, I started Dad on the X39 patch since he really wanted to live out his last years without dangerous surgeries and to be able to live in his own home. Now, I won't ever forget when he was ready to start patching and rolling, which is what we say, that we say in LifeWave, that he was a tad concerned about the small monthly investment that patches would cost him because he had to be pretty frugal at this time in his life. Well, fast forward today, his heart is still going strong as ever, and he's never lost his blind eye that was predicted, and his vision in his good eye hasn't deteriorated, still good. Now, wrap your head around that as it's truly incredible that this was, not only such a big deal for my family, but dad has been able to live in my childhood home that I grew up in without having to be placed in a dreaded nursing home by now because he would have needed a different type of care if he, would have had that surgery, heart surgery, and or he would have been blind. And now dad agrees that using these patches has been the best investment he could make for his own health. And he always laughs, not to mention trusting his bossy youngest daughter again to try these patches that has really paid off for him. So, full disclosure, I just want to mention that dad has been using two other powerful patches for his eyes, but the X39 is what really has been activating his dormant stem cells at 99 years old, almost 100 this April, to help the other patches do their healing work while keeping his eyes and his heart very strong and intact. Because remember, you really have to have a healthy cell in order to stay well. And that's why wearing this X39 patch every day is so important. And why I'm so grateful for LifeWave and David Schmidt for his incredible technology and tireless work that he does bringing his gifts to the world. So I hope you really appreciate, I appreciate you staying with me till the end. And I hope that you'll reach out to whoever invited you here to learn more about the technology and get started wearing this X39 patch yourself and witness its power. Now, if you've come across this video and I am your source to reach out to, I'd love to hear from you. I'm on Instagram at Your Wellness Designer, and you can check me out on my new website, secretstoroadianthealth.com, or just Google Suzanne Roth-Paul. I'm sure you'll find me somewhere. Now, my team has a wonderful website to peruse called yourteaminmotion.com that is full of information about LifeWave and its many patches. We're always adding new testimonials, and I hope we get my dad up there as well on some pictures of him and how he's doing. Now, if you're part of the LifeWave community already, please keep joining me on Thursdays at noon because I'll be here sharing more patch information and stories like I've told today. And if you want to be part of our community or just know more about what I offer as a health coach, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to meet you. And just remember, and last words here, just remember you're never too old to start living the life you dreamed of. Now, what's stopping you from getting started today? Bye for now.